Hello, and welcome to a demonstration of EazyML's regulatory compliance check and Docubridge features. EazyML is an explainable machine learning platform that provides users with credible and comprehensive information to boost efficiency. Unlike other machine learning models, such as ChatGPT, EazyML features software designed to prevent hallucinations, making it a trustworthy source of information. It also provides citations and references for its information, allowing users to verify its results. EazyML's transparency makes it a program users can trust to be accurate. EazyML can be used to perform regulatory compliance checks. Basically, it ensures that an internal policy does not violate legal regulations. Legal regulations can be hundreds of pages long, so the use of EazyML saves huge amounts of time for humans. It can also find subtle issues that humans may not pick up on. For example, say you are an internet service provider company. When making your policy, you want to make sure it complies with all legal regulations, specifically the FCC. However, the FCC regulations are over 500 pages long. It would take a human a long time to comb through all of them, and there's also a risk that the human might miss things. Enter EazyML. By uploading the regulations and your policy to EazyML, it can check for any violations and provide a report on them in a clear and easy-to-understand format. To use this feature, you will first need to log in to the Regulatory Compliance Check portal. If you see here, there's an option to upload your regulatory document. You'll want to upload the document here and it'll be initialized. This will take a few seconds. Once it's initialized, you can go to the Select Uploaded Regulations tab and select it from the dropdown. On the other side, you can upload your company's policy document. Once that's done, click Analyze. Now you will be shown a compliance report. This document here actually is the same text as the policy you uploaded. The main difference is that text that complies with the regulations is green and text that does not is red. This allows you to easily recognize where the issues are. Below a line that violates a regulation will be the exact regulation it violated, a citation for where it was found, an explanation for why the line violates the regulation, and a recommendation for a similar line that complies with the regulation. The algorithm that catches these violations catches subtle violations as well as direct ones. It goes line by line to catch small violations and also catches ambiguous or vague statements. At the bottom of the report, there's a summary table that tells you each violation and all of the information regarding it. On the side, an audio summary is also provided. If you're busy, like an executive, this can help reduce the time needed to understand the violation. The report and the audio summary can be emailed to you by pressing this button up here. The same portal can also be used for financial risk profiles. If you want more information to determine the risk of working with a business, you can use EazyML to check if its policies are compliant with legal regulations. Just like with the regulatory compliance check, you can upload and select the legal regulations you want to compare the company's policy to. Then, instead of uploading a policy document, you can go to Businesses from FRP and select the company. Clicking Analyze will provide a content compliance report based on the company's website. It will also include any legal policies that could be found on their website. This report is formatted similarly to the regulatory compliance check, with green and red text demarcating what is and is not a violation. Violations have regulations, citations, and explanations provided, though they do not have recommendations. All this information is summarized in a table at the start of the document. This feature improves efficiency because it saves you the effort of having to scan through a company's website for information by providing it to you directly. EazyML also allows users to automatically respond to requests for proposal, or RFPs, via its Docubridge portal. RFPs include questions that need to be filled out from internal policy documents. These can be tedious for humans to complete since they need to scan through documents to find the necessary information, especially when they receive multiple RFPs per day. EazyML fills out RFPs with all relevant information, greatly easing the burden for humans. To do so, first log into the Docubridge portal. Like the Regulatory Compliance Check portal, there will be a section to upload policy documents. Here, you'll want to upload and select internal policy documents for your company. On the other side, you upload the RFP. Then, hit the Analyze button. Here, you can see EazyML provided an RFP response. Scrolling through the document, we can see that all the questions have been answered based on the policy documents. The answers also have citations, meaning that a human can go through and check the information if necessary. The model is very comprehensive and thorough, so each question's response is not missing any information. If the information needed to answer a question is not found in the document, the answer will state that no information was available. The RFP response also has an audio summary, so someone can quickly hear how the model responded to the questions, and a button to email the user the audio summary and response. While this model is intended for use in answering RFPs, it can also be used to fill out other documents with questions. For example, a nonprofit could use EazyML to complete a bank loan application form. These EazyML functions can be applicable in many different scenarios because of EazyML's unique features. For example, it repeats text verbatim, unlike most machine learning models, which provide summaries. This means EazyML can be used in legal cases while other models cannot, since specific phrasing is extremely important in legal cases. EazyML also maintains the formatting of source documents, making it easier to use. Users of EazyML can also choose to use a private LLM as opposed to a public one, ensuring the security and confidentiality of any shared information. EazyML increases efficiency for humans by providing accurate and transparent responses that can be trusted. Thank you for watching.